Good afternoon, Aries. Hope you're all doing well. This is your financial reading for the next 2 weeks coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to any returning subscribers. Please bear in mind that I do spend a lot of time trying to get an answer for finances for you. Sometimes the cards just throw up love cards or any old random things, and I guess the universe just says tell them that, and that's the end of it. So I do go with that. I think, well, that's what it is. So bear in mind, the cards throw what they throw. The universe gives you the answer that it sees as important for you at this time. So yeah, let's make a start. All right. First card you've got, this is the Moon card, and this is obviously a card of just not seeing things clearly. Sometimes when everything's all dark and dismal, it's no good trying to look outside for some missing wedding ring or something. It's just, you just can't see things clearly. It's hard to know what you're doing, and sometimes you've just got to wait for the sun to come up, where everything's more clear, where things are easy to see, where it's easy to make decisions, where it's easy to see what direction to go in. And I think this can also be a card many times of like, we can see things when it's dark, like the bogeyman in the corner of the bedroom, and in all fairness, all it is your coat hanging up. And a lot of the times as well, it just can mean that maybe we have fears of things that aren't even real or even true. And again, just maybe leave things this fortnight, no decisions, no trying to fix anything or sort anything, and just let all this confusion, if you will, let all this murkiness clear up. And I think from then everything will be a lot better for you. And again, this is just a fortnightly reading, it's not for the rest of your life. But yeah, leave any sort of confusion, no decisions, no trying to fix anything or make anything right. So that's where I would say we really are going this fortnight, Aries. All right, the next card you've got, this is the King of Swords, and this really talks again to just be mature. We can all overreact during these crazy times. We can all get a bit upset. We can all get a bit down, and I think the most important thing is to just sort of keep a clear head. Again, don't get swayed by things. Don't think, well, I hate that job, I'm leaving, which I did recently. Maybe just, again, just have this intelligence that, things will clear up. This can also be a card of communication, whether you have been emailing people or sending out letters or any sort of communication regarding anything. This guy can also be some legal person, some lawyer, some solicitor, whether you're due some money, whether you're due some payout, whether you're owed some money. Again, this can be a card of communication that's coming back in for you. That maybe, again, you're getting some sort of communication about the money that's due to be owed to you, or some sort of payment, or some sort of back pay, or holiday pay, or redundancy pay, whatever this is. But yeah, I could certainly see that as like some communication from that. So again, all good, and that's probably why you've probably got the Moon as the first card, and just saying wait till this communication comes in, or wait until you have word and you have a better, clearer direction of where you're going. So I would see this as a very positive sign for you, Aries. All right, the next card you've got, this is the Four of Wands, and this talks to be about everything just being happy and settled and just being in a good place and stable. Whether this means stability within your house, whether this means just being happy and stable within your own self. In all fairness, if we look at those two cards together, I could certainly see that maybe there's some communication from some landlord who is quite happy to work with you and sort of extend, your payments, that sort of thing. I could certainly see this as like maybe an estate agent getting back to you on, a house maybe you've put in for, or some offer that you've done. I could certainly see this as maybe like, again, possibly a moving date or something like that, to maybe help with the moving, or going to a better location. Yeah, I could possibly see this as well as in like maybe the place that you work for, or yeah, the person that you work for, maybe there again thinking of maybe moving to another location or something which is going to be better or cheaper rents for them. So yeah, a few changes may be here, but I don't see any of that as being bad at all. So again, whether you have been worried about your job or worried about what's happening with your job or your finances, I would certainly see this as good news. So again, whether it means you're behind in your rent and your landlord's fine and going to work with that and help you there, whatever that is, again, it is good news for you, Aries. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense to you. All right. The next card you've got, this is the Knight of Pentacles, and this talks really about just moving forward at a very, very slow and steady pace. Talks about being practical, again, talks about no crazy moves, talks about just sort of keeping going and building on your wealth that you already have. And you might say, well, I haven't got any wealth. If you've got a job, if you've got money coming in, then again, there's like an improvement there. Maybe you could put some of it away. Maybe you could start maybe buying things on special offer, food, and putting things away. I do honestly believe we're in for a few rough many years, and I think, you know, we can all organize ourselves better. We can all prepare a little bit with food. We can all buy a bit of silver, things that are going to help us financially further down the line. So I would certainly see this as like heading in the right direction. I would certainly see this as improvements. And again, whether you're even looking for a job, I would see this as like something is coming in. We are heading to better, if you will. We're heading to the king. We're heading to a massive improvement from where you are now. So again, just slow and steady, a ploddy energy, if you will, and just keeping going. All right. The next two cards you've got, this is the Page of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Now, I could see this as maybe somebody that you know who is very, very worried. Whether this is one of your children who's worried about where everything's going or worried about whether there's enough money coming in. I could certainly see this as maybe somebody you just need to reassure, if you will, that everything's all right, everything's going to improve, everything's going to get there. So yeah, that could be one of your children. That could also be just a young person that you know, again, needs the reassurance. I don't see this as being you at all. This could be somebody that you're interested in or somebody who's interested in you. The Page of Cups can be like a suitor, if you will. And from this worry card, this person could be maybe worried about you, worried about whether you're all right, whether you've got enough money coming in, whether this relationship is all right, whether it can get back on track. This is maybe somebody who reaches out to you, texts you, or who just sends a text or a phone call just to see again how you are. I do think this is somebody who's possibly interested in you, but again, maybe again you've just got to reassure that person that you're all good, or reassure this person if you're interested in this relationship that again you want to get that back on track, or you know, that sort of thing. So I would see this as being very good. I think there's people around you who care about you, Aries. I definitely see improvements. And again, with that moon card, I would just say do not make any sort of rash decisions until things are a little bit clearer, and I would see that in quite a few areas. So I hope that helps you a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, take care. I'll speak to you soon, Aries. Bye bye.